I'm Rhett Wyman. I'm a Palawa man and a photographer at the Sydney Morning Herald. Working for the Sydney Morning Herald, it means that I'm able to contribute to Indigenous voices being heard more in the mainstream media. They generally are just lost within the wider community and aren't exactly heard, so to have the platform on the Sydney Morning Herald to be able to get those voices out and shown to a wider community, it's a privilege to be able to tell those stories. I'm the youngest in the family of visual artists. I was learning to interpret visual imagery from a young age. I was fortunate enough to study photography at high school and then went on to university and then completed a Certificate 4 in Melbourne Polytechnic. I started at the Herald at the end of 2019. It was just before the bushfires started in New South Wales, and then we went into COVID. It was a crazy time to be working in the media. I was pretty nervous to start with, as I hadn't worked in media before and I was going to be working with some of the best photojournalists and journalists in Australia. It was quite daunting to have my work compared against theirs, but I was fortunate enough that the photographic team and the team at the Herald are just an amazing bunch of people and have always been very supportive of my work and have helped me come a long way since. It's spontaneous when I see an image. I find I can sum up the mood, the atmosphere, what's going on within that image. It's something that I connect more with visual imagery. It's sort of like a punch to the stomach when you get a strong image or photograph that you see. I've learned a great deal more about my culture, travelling to different parts of Australia, meeting different organisations and different Indigenous communities. I've had the privilege of learning things from Indigenous land management to traditional languages and seeing things how they are in remote communities, which has been a bit daunting, going to different parts of Australia and seeing the gap in housing and education and also health. It's quite confronting, but at the same time it sort of gives me motivation to get their stories out there more and hopefully improve livelihood of people in remote communities and in traditional lands. I feel like I have a huge responsibility being an Indigenous man to be able to tell those stories truthfully, and what I choose to put in the frame is a big part of it. I'm very conscious of that every day, that, you know, I want to be doing the right thing and for it not to be interpreted in a different way that it shouldn't be.